interested a lot about storytelling and the storytelling tradition, and how women are a part of that. And so I just kind of let my imagination go.
What do you mean by how women are a part of that?
Well, oftentimes in the stories that I know growing up, they're often about princesses and kind of waiting to be rescued in a certain way. I don't know why I'm crying. Why am I crying?
I don't know. It's adorable. So they're waiting to be rescued?
Right, and now I feel really silly.
So what does that mean to you?
Why am I crying?
I don't know. What does it mean to you? The princess waiting to be rescued.
I guess it represents this ideal of the feminine. That I both reject and totally admire at the same time. Like a big struggle about what it means to be a woman and what it means to be feminine and what it means to be strong, and how to make choices and how to know if you're making the right choice, or knowing that if you don't make a choice, one will be made for you. And yet sometimes all of the options are not obvious or seemingly possible. Does it make sense? I don't think it does.
So how does this movie capture that for you?
Well, I feel like having a woman who is constantly searching, even though she doesn't know she is. Like her subconscious speaks to her. She has a guy who seems to be really amazing, but he's more of a Prince Comfortable, and even when he is a Prince Charming, I don't know if it lands quite in the way that makes this woman feel fulfilled. Because if it did, it would be a very, very different story. It would be like a traditional fairy tale. So there is this idea of waiting for the perfect thing to show up in our lives, and while that's happening we will work really hard and become better people, or we have that evil stepmother character, or we're looking for acceptance, and yet, like, when that perfect thing comes, I feel like there's this disillusionment that often occurs with that we don't have stories that tell us about that, or the struggle to accept what is already right there, or the idea that we don't really need to be rescued, that we can just open in a certain way. And so, I mean, we started by brainstorming and thinking about, well, we have this cottage, and what if one person goes to the cottage to break up, the other person goes to propose? And so that's where it started, but I found that a different story kept popping up, and I wanted the film to be magical and unusual and kind of ambiguous, you know. So it's more of a container for feelings and emotions and thought, instead of telling someone what to think by watching the film. I don't know, I haven't seen a movie recently that allows itself to be subtle and fantastic at the same time. Because we all have dreams, but the question is like, what do we do when those dreams come true? Then you have to live with that. The pursuit is much easier, I think.